If you're young, stop ignoring this. It could save your life. I'm 73 years old, and I say that with a quiet weight in my chest. Not because of my age, but because of everything I understand now that I didn't understand when it mattered most. I used to think life was long. I used to think there would always be more time. Time to fix things. Time to say sorry. Time to slow down. I was wrong. When you're young, you don't feel time moving. You feel strong. You feel endless. You feel like consequences are far away. I felt that way too. And that's why I'm speaking to you now. Because one day, if you're not careful, you'll wake up and realize life didn't wait for you. I remember being in my 20s, full of energy, full of plans. I wanted to be someone. I wanted to succeed. I wanted people to respect me. I thought that meant working harder than everyone else, sacrificing everything else. Relationships could wait. Health could wait. Family could wait. I told myself it was all for a good reason. People tried to warn me. My father used to say, "Don't work your life away." My mother would remind me to come home more often. Friends invited me out, and I said no. My wife asked for time, and I said later. Later became my favorite word. Later was my excuse for everything. In my 30s, life moved faster. Career took over. I started measuring my worth by how busy I was. If I was exhausted, I felt important. If I missed dinner, I told myself it meant I was doing something meaningful. I stopped listening to my body. I stopped listening to people. I was always thinking about the next goal, the next step, the next achievement. I didn't notice how quiet my house was becoming. My kids were growing up, but I only saw them in pieces. A few minutes in the morning. A tired conversation at night. I missed school events. I missed simple moments. One night, my daughter asked me to help her with homework, and I told her I couldn't. She nodded and walked away. She didn't ask again after that. That moment stays with me. As the years passed, people drifted. Friends stopped calling. My marriage became more distant. Not because there was no love, but because love needs presence. And I wasn't present. I was physically there sometimes, but my mind was always somewhere else. In my 40s, I started feeling tired in a way sleep didn't fix. My body sent warnings. Chest tightness, back pain, constant stress. I ignored it. I told myself I would deal with it later. Later never came. The cost didn't arrive all at once. It came quietly. A missed birthday here. A broken friendship there. A conversation that never happened. A moment that passed and never returned. One by one, the small things disappeared. And I didn't realize they were the most important things I would ever have. In my 50s, I felt lonely even when I wasn't alone. I sat at dinner tables where conversations felt shallow. I looked at my children and realized I didn't fully know them anymore. They had their own lives, their own struggles, and I wasn't the person they came to. I remember one specific moment clearly. I was sitting alone in my car after work, engine off, just staring at the dashboard. I didn't want to go inside. Not because I didn't love my family, but because I didn't know how to be present anymore. I had spent so many years running that I forgot how to stop. That was when it started to hit me. Slowly, painfully. Then came the quiet moment that changed everything. I was about 62. I was sitting in a waiting room at a doctor's office, flipping through old magazines. Around me were people my age, some younger, some older. A man across from me was holding his wife's hand tightly. She looked tired, fragile. They weren't talking. They didn't need to. I suddenly realized something terrifying. I had spent my life preparing for a future that was already behind me. I wasn't angry. I wasn't traumatic. I was calm in the worst possible way. Calm with understanding. Calm with regret. I saw my life clearly for the first time. All the things I chased. All the things I ignored. and how none of the things I sacrificed mattered as much as I thought they would. That was the day I learned the lesson it took me a lifetime to understand. The lesson is simple, but it's heavy. Life is not about what you achieve. It's about what you don't lose while achieving it. That's it. One lesson. One truth. You can rebuild money. You can change careers. You can recover from mistakes. But you cannot recover time. And you cannot replace moments with people who are gone or relationships that faded because you weren't there. If you're in your 20s, listen to me carefully. You think you have time. You don't have as much as you think. If you're in your 30s, you feel pressure. I know, but pressure is not an excuse to abandon your life. If you're in your 40s, you might already feel it slipping. Pay attention now. This is your warning. Don't ignore your health. Don't ignore the people who love you. Don't postpone your life for a future that may never arrive. Call your parents. Sit with them. One day, you'll wish you had one more ordinary conversation. Spend time with your children while they still want you. One day, they won't need you the same way. Take care of your body. It carries you longer than your career ever will. Slow down enough to notice your life happening. Now, at 73, I live differently. I walk slower. I listen more. I don't rush conversations. I notice sunlight. I appreciate silence. I say what I feel. I apologize when I need to. I don't pretend time is endless anymore. But I would give anything to learn this sooner. I'm not sharing this to scare you. I'm sharing it because no one scared me enough when I was young. Everyone told me success was everything. No one told me what it would cost. And the cost is real. Loneliness, regret, missed moments. A quiet ache that never fully leaves. So if this story makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is awareness. That awareness can change your life. Stop ignoring the signs. Stop postponing what matters. Stop trading your life for things that won't sit beside you when you're old. One day, you will look back. The only question is whether you'll smile or sit in silence, wishing you had listened. I'm 73. This is me telling you what I wish someone had told me. Don't wait.